Good evening, dreamers. This is Dreams in Motion. It comes to you every other Wednesday, only here on Al Concepts. So thank you very much for the support that you are giving to us. This is going to be one of the most, all of them have been educative. This is going to be one of the most, all of them have been educative, but this one is going to be one of the most educative episodes that we have done on Dreams in Motion. And as you saw, you can read in the description the title of this show. It is from Enterprenuership, and you can make it even if you start small. Yeah, starting small is not a scam, and he is a true definition of people who started small and now they are not probably yet where they want to be, but they are somewhere in their journey. So do this. Like, subscribe, comment, and share it with a friend who you believe they will be able to find value in this. My name is Alan Herbert, and without further ado, I present to you Joseph Njuguna. Kindly introduce yourself and tell us how has your Wednesday been. And we can do multilingual, so we do not have to stick to Kimombo peke yake.
Thank you so much, Alan.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alan, for such an opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel honored to be here.
Yes.
I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Such a rare moment to be on the cameras.
Yeah.
It's, first time for
it's a first time for you.
Yeah. But all in all, it's by the grace of God.
Yeah.
And I feel so much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Weno yake imekuwa vipi?
Sorry?
Weno yako imekuwa vipi?
Weno imekuwa fiti.
Yeah.
I had a very great day. Engagements here and there.
Yes.
And I thank God for that. Yeah, my name is Joseph Njuguna,
yes,
as you've heard, and a business entrepreneur.
Yeah.
In the making.
In the making.
In the making.
Dreams in motion.
Dreams in motion. Yeah.
Yeah. So let us go straight in. Where does the need of becoming an entrepreneur start? How early does the dream come to you?
It comes as early as you dream of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll just state it that way. Once you find a need, as you said, a need of becoming an entrepreneur, that means there's a calling that gives you that need.
Yeah.
So it comes as early as you realize it, and there's no time frame to achieve what you want. I think that's
okay.
To be precise.
Where does your journey begin?
My journey is
literally. I'm asking you about your childhood.
Alan. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Alan, I grew up like any other guy just around here. I was born in Nairobi.
Yes.
Brought up in Nairobi, Babandogo actually.
Yeah.
I grew up from Babandogo went to called Gulukola.
Yes.
I believe many of us know the place. So I grew up like in the like any other guy in the society.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a dream. I had a passion of becoming someone different in life.
Yeah.
So I knew I was not destined to. I was born in ghetto rather.
Yeah.
But ghetto was not born in me. So there was that push that you need to become a better person. Yeah. And even as becoming a better person, you need to empower some people around you. So that was a call. Tell
us how life was in the ghetto, and if you could probably point out the strong points, because many people say that ukizaliwa ghetto. How was life in Babadogo or even in Glukola, and how do you get access to education? So that, because they say though we are slowly challenging it, that you do not necessarily need to have gone high up in education for you to become an entrepreneur, but take us through that journey.
Yeah, so as I've said before, having grown up in a slum area, so you realize there's so much untapped talents in the slum, brother. Yeah. So and again, there's so much talent that is wasted in the slum, if at all not well groomed and realized at an early stage. Yeah. So from Bandogo, I had an opportunity to join a high school. Yeah. But there's like a story there. Before I went to in Form 1, early in my Form 1, I had to drop out because of some financial challenges on the fee part of it, because my dad happened to pass on when I was still young, at the age of maybe 5. Yes. So I grew up I was brought up by a single mother. Yes. So there are challenges here and there. So my mom fell sick when I was at around when I was in Form 1, I was about to go Form 2.
Yeah.
I happened to drop out from school. So I realized that if I don't have that grinding, you know, if I couldn't grind and become someone better, then I'll just end up like any other person. Because growing up, I saw people. I witnessed people. Thing I ever told myself is that I'm not going to join the bad company because actually they were my friends.
Yeah.
We grew up together.
Yeah.
But one thing, I had a choice. You see, life is based on choices.
Yeah.
I just decided that I'm going to become a remnant in the society.
Yeah.
So I decided to take a different path. And I'm not saying even doing a job is bad.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good job. It's every job is good, even selling jugu.
Yeah.
It's the vision that matters, because you can even sell jugus abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to humble myself and get into the shoemaking as I wait for God to do something in my life. And as I've told you, well wishers came.
Yeah.
And they gave me an opportunity again to go back to school.
Yeah.
Somebody paid my fee.
Yeah.
And the best thing that happened is that I was separated from the slums and I was taken back to Mashinani. So I went missing for 3 years.
Yes.
And by the time I'm coming back,
you are an entirely changed person.
Exactly. And there was some disconnect with
the community that you sort of grew up with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that really made a very positive impact in my life. And I had a dream. I wanted to become somebody better in the society and change lives. Yeah.
Before we go through the 3 years and how they had an impact on your life, take us to the point of there's something that you've said that you made a decision deliberately that you are not going to join, quote unquote, what you'd call bad company. But these are people you're born with. These are your friends.
Yeah.
How do you keep that mentality and that conviction? Because when I talk to so many young people now, they tell me I did not have a choice. That's all that was around me. I made use of what was around me. But then you're saying that people that you grew up with were not able to sort of what is it called? Birds of the same feathers always flock together. I've never been a person who subscribes to that because of also probably my upbringing. But how do you make that decision? How do you stay to the core? Because I believe what many people face these days, and these are skills that you learn so young, but they also become very important later on in your entrepreneur journey.
Sure.
How do you stay convicted?
First, there is what is called your upbringing really matters. I am lucky to have been brought by in a Christian family.
So religion sort of grounded you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I grew up in church. I've served in church in different platforms, but on different platforms.
Yeah.
So that really gave me a good foundation. That told me there's a scripture that says bad company corrupts good moral. I think it's a proverb.
Yeah.
It corrupts good moral. So it is not good moral that corrupts bad company. So that means bad company has really effects on that one person that is good in the society. Yeah. So it is a matter of choices, as you're saying. Those guys are saying that is the choices they had. Yeah. I believe life presents you with so many options and choices. It is now, and it is a willingness. Yeah. So whatever you will to partake, I think that defines the end. Yeah. Part of your life. So I had so many choices, and the platform was there for me to maybe join the gang, maybe to become like any other person. Yeah. But I saw like I wanted to see, actually growing up, I wanted to see a family. I wanted to become a father. I wanted to father somebody. Yeah. And how can I father someone if I'm engaging myself into crime? So I had different choices to make. Yeah. And having been groomed in church. Yeah. I think it's
grace came through.
Exactly, grace now comes through. There. Yeah.
Interesting there. The 3 years, where did you hide? Because they say many motivational speakers, which I know you also subscribe to, some of them, they say that you have to go and hide and bury yourself in some sand for some time until you work on your dream, until it starts to shine. Take us through these 3 years. Where do you go? And when you come back in the society where you sort of grew up, what sets you apart from the people that you grew up with?
For the 3 years, that is, I was in high school.
Yes.
So there's not much to talk about, but I was in high school. So I was taken to a place in Moranga. Yeah. A very new environment for me. And you always realize that there's a tendency of you thriving in a new environment
where people do not know you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So having been taken to Mashinani, Murang'a County, I think it was like I was put in a cocoon, a certain place whereby I need to make new friends.
Yeah.
And I think it was some like cultural exchange. So I had to learn new culture, new ways of doing things, and I realized kumbe sio lazima ufanye uende njia hii. Ukipita njia hii ingine you can still get result. So and I think that really helped me because after going to Mashinani, I got I made new friends actually. Some are even my friends up to date, and we're doing great together, good things together. So it was a really good time for me, and I believe it was like a rehabilitation actually. So I learned new things, I learned new ways of doing things, I learned new ways of viewing things and perceiving them differently. And I think that made me a good person. And I really owe someone a lot.
And I totally agree with you when you say that when you go into new areas, they sort of give you new perspectives. And I would attest to this when I left back home, and that is in Migori. When I came to the city the very first time, new places sort of give you a new perspective on it. Sort of widens and broadens your brain and say, okay, kumbe there are bigger things that people should worry about instead of my usual things that I worry.
It's true.
Yeah. And when you come back from school, now you've completed Form 4, you have to come back to the place that you grew up with. Did you feel excited to be back, or what were you really feeling when you're coming back home?
I think I was so worried.
Worried? Why were you worried? It's home, east or west?
Yeah, it's east or west. Home is best, but I was so worried. You know, I grew up in a very nice place. I was taken somewhere. Somebody could take care of me. My bills were taken care of. My school fees was paid on time. And even sometimes I was able to get the bursary. I was lucky to get the bursary. So, and here I'm now done with school. I need to face life again. I don't know where to start. And have this in mind. Somebody paid financed my fee. So I don't know from high school where to go to. And actually, I remember telling one of my friends, like after OT, even if we pass,
what next?
What next?
There is no guarantee that you're going to go to university.
Exactly, and we are very bright. I'm still bright.
You're the kind of guy who will tell your child, nilikuwa napata A zote.
Because napata A ni mama yake. Na pia mama yake ni mwerevu. So like I didn't know what next. And it's a very sad moment when you are done with a phase of life, and then you don't know what the next phase takes.
I think you would sort of know what next phase you're going to go into. You know, because all of us, when we are young lads, when you finish high school, you know the next thing is supposed to be university. But now there is that barrier. Who is going to pay the piper?
Exactly.
Who is going to pay the piper for me to get there?
Exactly. I didn't know who will pipe this. So I'm done with school. I got a good grade, and I'm here wanting to do a certain course. And I don't know how to even start it. I don't know what to do next. So I'm here, something comes in my mind. Why can't we maybe find some kibarua and something? But luckily enough, I got myself into some mjengo job. There's a family relative who owns some construction company. So she absorbs me into the job, and I become a trustee in the job. So I started learning from the process. And in that, you see, one thing I've come to learn in life is that God will find you doing something. An opportunity will always present itself
when you're in motion.
But when you're stagnant, nothing happens in life. So while there, I was praying to God. I want to go to join school. I want to do this and that. And funny enough, somebody gave me a call again. Hey, Joseph, umemaliza shule. Na mbona je niambia? What do you want to do? I'm like, I want to do IT. So he's like, have you registered? No. I think I had some fear to register na labda sitapata pesa. So the guy tells me, you go register. He sends me the money.
Yeah.
Actually, for registration. You go find a nearest university.
Yeah.
Register yourself, and the rest will take shape. And that's how the journey of my college again started.
Yeah.
So I have been funded.
The grace has funded you through life.
The grace has taken me through. And I think the foundation of the only phase, once you're married, I think you're in the last phase. So same case, even in education, there are phases. Yeah. So I've finished college. I've secured myself some internship, which again was a challenge to get.
Yeah.
And I don't know what will happen to our country. That sometimes unaenda tu kuomba kazi hata ulipwi.
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine called Kuria.
Yeah. I know Kuria.
Yeah. Alitafuta attachment.
Yeah.
Mpaka alikuwa used to kneel anambia Mungu nipate tu hata mahali tu.
Yeah. Ya kujishikilia.
For the signing. You need to graduate again.
Yeah.
But again, people are denying you an opportunity just to exercise a few knowledge that you've learned.
Gained, yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know what will happen to that. But anyway, we live by grace.
Yeah.
So after college, I get myself into an internship.
Yeah.
At MPSHA through again a help of someone.
Yeah.
So I worked there for a period of 6 months. The internship was 3 months. I worked for 3 months again. Yeah. And I think I was just born to do something different.
That is when you're like, no, employment won't cut it for me.
Yeah. So while there, I started feeling like whatever I'm getting here is peanuts.
Every mind of an entrepreneur.
No. It's a calling. I'm not saying employment is bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
It gives you muscles
an opportunity.
Yeah. And even in entrepreneurship, you need to learn the process. And how do you even learn the process? You learn through. When I come to this, to a station like this, I'm able to learn. If I'm maybe doing media, I'm able to know the process of becoming a better person. In my field. Yeah. So at MPSHA I was able to learn a few things of IT because I had specialized on networking. Yeah. So I started doing my side hustles. While there, I think I was called to do something different. I started feeling like I need to do something that can give me some more money.
More money, yeah.
Because I think my vision was bigger than where I was. Yeah. So I tell my mom, I'm quitting the employment, and she tells me, what will people say? And she gives me the
every fear of a mom.
Unaona kina fulani venye wanakaa vizuri, they are able to get something in their daily life, and you want to quit, and how life is hard outside here.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
As mom is asking you all those questions, do you have the answers, or you're like, tutajaribu?
By then I didn't have any answer. I'll be lying to you. Actually, I didn't even know what I wanted to become, or rather what I wanted to do. But I was just feeling that I'm in the right place, but not in the right time. Yeah. So I was feeling like the push was so much for me. I just need to quit and try something different. Na sasa hapo ndio kizungumkuti ya maisha ilianzia. Yeah, so you guys, I'll rather advise those guys who are willing to quit.
As you're thinking about that, you also knew what was happening, but then there is this inept fire that is burning within you. Yeah. What is obviously, you are here right now, so that means you quit MPSHA. Yeah. But as you quit, what did you start with?
We started a cyber cafe. Yeah. We pulled funds with like-minded people. Actually, we had a cyber called Pillar Cyber. We had joined hand with two other guys. Yes. So we decided, what can we, because even the other two guys were still hustling out for employment. So we were like, can we start something? Maybe we can, and we can be getting something small as we look for greener pasture. So we started a cyber cafe. It was called Pillars. Yeah. Youth group actually. So we just decided, like, what can we do for our community? Yeah. So as a youth, because by then we were still very young, at our early 20s. So like, what can we do to that can bring impact to the society at the same time.
But also it can benefit
us. So we started a cyber cafe. It was called Pillars Youth Group. We pulled resources together, and we were also able to apply for the youth fund by them, and we were given some grants, which boosted the business, and that's how life again began. Yeah.
Your first business, you're going into having partnerships. How do you maneuver? Do you even feel like you are in business, or you're just doing it for the sake of entertainment and for the sake of fulfilling that drive that you had in you?
Remember, this time I still don't have a drive. Only the drive that whatever took me away from the MP, I just felt this is not the right place for me.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized as much as I'll say whatever I needed to do, the niche per se. But I just felt, I think I was called for something different. I just need to go outside here and discover myself and become somebody different. So outside here we started the cyber, but while at the MP through the knowledge of web design, I had little knowledge of web design. Yeah. So I had started a business of pillars janitors. I decided to do like I realized there was a garbage collection that had started in the society, in the community.
Yeah.
So I said, mimi badala nikuja nipigane na vijana huko chini na garbage.
Yeah.
Can I try it out on the suburbs?
Yeah.
Or on the gated community. So I called a friend of mine and we sat down and decided to do that. So it was a kill again. So it is in that business again I realized I was called to do some few business on fumigation.
Yeah.
I got good money. So I realized,
you're like, hapa ndio kuna pesa.
Hapa ndio kuna pesa.
Yeah.
I'm working for a certain figure, and a certain figure I'm getting in a day.
Yeah, is way higher.
Is way higher.
Yeah.
So I had to quit this again, and start now.
Yeah, focusing on that.
Now concurrently we are doing a cyber.
Yeah.
And I was doing some janitors. Yeah.
Interesting. They say you should never put a lot on your plate.
Yeah, the mistake of young people.
How are you juggling all of this? Because I still believe that even as you're doing all of this, you still aren't contented.
Yeah. As you've said, you should not put so much on your plate, because by the end of the day, you see, show me a person who does everything, and I'll tell you a person who does nothing. Yeah. It's that sad. Eh? Yeah. When you end up because your energy is
distributed among so many things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're not specializing on anything. You're just trying to work out this one, and see whether this
will stick, or that will stick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in that, in the process of trying out everything, everything fails, because now master of everything
is a master of none.
Yeah. So.
But also you would know, this is just sorry to take you off the tangent, that sort of, let me call it a proverb. We only say it halfway. I don't know if, dear viewer, you know the full proverb, but we always say it halfway. How it ends is quite interesting.
How does it end? Jack of all trade is a master of none.
Yeah, but also a master of none
is a jack of no trade.
Yes.
All right. But you see, okay, at the age of, I think in my youth, during my fresh youth age, I tried a lot.
Yeah.
We tried farming. From cyber didn't
work out properly.
At first, it really gave us good money, but as time went, realized technology is now coming.
Picking up, and people were getting internet on their mobile phones and everything.
Exactly. So you don't need to go to the cyber to open a Facebook,
browse. Yeah.
To send an email. So it became challenging again. So you only rely with printing.
Yeah.
And the printing job is not bulk enough to pay the rent, cater for the
for all the
operation
expenses.
cost actually.
Yeah.
So we had again to close this cyber. We had some rent arrears.
Yeah.
So we had to close the business and put it in a briefcase.
Biashara ya briefcase.
Biashara ikaenda kando. So we tried the farming again. I remember we went to Narok, did farming for at least 2-3 years.
Yeah.
At first we made money, and again we tukachomeka. So I think we were trying out. Actually I was trying out, let me say. Yeah, but you are a team now.
Yeah.
I need to single it out. We are trying out things.
Yeah.
To try where we can get fortune. Yeah, but fortune was not knocking our doors.
As you're trying all of these things, you're throwing darts to see what sticks. Finally, something got to stick. What is this, and how is it going right now?
Later after farming, I think I just came back and I just told God. I remember telling God something, telling God, give me a purpose. Show me what you've called me to do in life.
Yeah.
Because again, time is going, and realize the unit of destiny is time. And the time, by now, I think I'll just tell young people outside there, just wasting their time, that time is for no king. And our teacher used to tell us that much every now and then while in school, but I felt so lonely. Like I had no sense of direction. What do you want me to do with my life, God? Like, can you show me a way out? Because time is going. I need to do so much. So God gave me. I remember meeting a friend.
Yeah.
There's a time I tried vying for an MCA.
That's why guys in the hood call you Mheshimiwa.
Mheshimiwa, yeah. So I tried vying for an MCA. That was back in 2017, 2018. Yeah. So I just hyped people that I'm vying for an MCA, and I had a good number.
You went all the way to the ballot?
No. Just before to the is it called the pre-elections? So while working there, I realized there's something I can do, because, and again, Jumia came with they started saying that that they wanted to recruit contractors. So for you to work with them, you must be under a 3PL, a third-party logistic company that you're working with, which is working with Jumia. Yeah. So I just said, well, I think I started, during the delivery time, I developed a passion of logistics. Yeah. And I decided, what can I do with
this opportunity?
So I befriended some guys there, and I learned the requirements, what have you. And I started registering a small company, not a big company. And I met the requirement. And that life started there again. Yeah.
You say there rightly, you befriended people, and as many people with a business acumen, they will tell you that you will have to shake many hands of people in suits for you to make money, and for you to be able to make a name for yourself, or even for your business to be heard by other people. Which are some of the skills that you would advise people who are watching us right now? Because we're talking about moving your dream from one place to the other, dreams in motion. What are some of these key things these key skills that you use to make sure that people understood what you're talking about? Because I believe when you have a dream, when you have something that you speak so passionately about, most times people do not understand.
Every business undergoes embryonic stage, making stage, and there are challenges along the way. We are still in the making, Alan.
Yeah. You're talking to me as if I've come to you alone. You see, we are still in the making. We cannot give you such amounts of money.
You may confuse the viewer. I think this is a billionaire speaking, but I'm a billionaire in the making. I'm a billionaire in the making.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So we are still working things out. We are still doing other projects. Because we diversify. Our company is called JBN Express Limited. A courier company. Right now we're providing pickup stations for e-commerce companies. And we also provide, we bridge the gap between the producer and the consumer. We complete the supply chain. So we work with, we tender for DHL, other giant companies who have given us an opportunity to work with them. So we're still in the making. We're still making mistakes at the same time, but we are better than we were yesterday. We are learning. It's a process, and
What are the most challenges that any person who is in the business industry right now they should look out for?
Challenges are broad. Maybe if you can try to.
You could break them down for us. Sometimes people face challenge of having capital and operating capital. Basically, you realize that you have employees. For your case, you have employees. You have fleets of cars or vehicles that you need to service. You have to complete that value chain or that supply chain. Your vehicle has to have fuel. And with the current situation or the current economic situation that we have in the country, what are some of the things that you would advise a person in the business right now to look out for so that they can keep their business afloat?
I think it narrows down to accounting there.
Yes.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Have the right bookkeeping. When your records are right, you're able to know when you're making loss, maybe how to cut your losses down.
Yeah.
You're able to know you're able to realize that this department is not giving me much, and maybe Alan can do 3 things at the same time, so I don't need this one. If this one can do this, there's cost cutting in business. You are able to you're able to save at least on your budget, and maybe you have a stipulated budget for quarter, and maybe a quarterly and a yearly budget. I think that is able to help you know that you are able to
prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself for the next maybe a 1 year period of time. You are able to know that in this 1 year period of time, my business is running under this budget. So any other thing is not taken in. So you only focus on growth, and again it gives you a good room for growth. And again a good well structured way of business, because again you can't do everything. You need to delegate, have a few staffs who are doing this and that and that. That gives you room to think, and gives you room to do
the best that you can.
Your
journey has been that has taken you in so many directions. And you've said that for you to be able to move faster, you need to do a fewer things. At what time did you realize that now I sort of need to slow down on the so many things that I'm doing, so that I can focus and channel my energy into this particular business like JBL right now you're doing?
I think as I said earlier, I felt like my energy is being drained by doing so much, because I had like 3, 4, 5 business that I was trying out. And I realized that you are able to in the number of business you're doing, you are able to identify that this one
is working and this one is not working.
And this one is not working.
So
I realized that I just need maybe another business. Maybe I have like 2 business. I realized that maybe the janitor business, I can combine it with the car wash business, because they are under the same umbrella of cleaning.
And each one supplements each other.
Exactly. And for the logistic business, I think it's a big business. It's more of a company. It has a bigger and a greater calling. So which one needs more energy? Both needs energy, but which one needs more input, and which one has a future?
So you're saying, yes, you can scale down on what you're doing, but also them together so that you could also manage them. Because I believe in Njuguna, it is very hard to find financing. And I hope this is something that you could also speak to.
Correct.
It is hard to find financing to finance a dream. And you definitely need to find a way in, let me say miraculously, of how for you to be able to fund your dream. And many people who I talk to, they're like, yes, I have a dream, but I do not have a way to fund it. So you need to do so many things and sort of raise capital for you to be able to fund your dream. Would you agree with this, or would you have a different opinion of it?
Yeah, it's very correct. It's very hard to fund a business.
Yes.
It's very hard. But how hard you see it is how hard again it becomes.
Playing a Samson on me right there. Is it Samson or
no.
The wisest man?
No. Actually, I'm not trying to be smart. It's just the truth of the matter.
Yes.
Because Alan, I believe you started from somewhere. You sat down and you decided, I want to start this, and how do I make this thing work?
And where do I start?
And you see, that starting point is everything again. The fear of starting something is what keeps people in
sort of in a stagnant state.
Exactly. And I think that is one thing you can speak to people tonight. that the fear of starting something. Bible is full of verses talking about fear. Even God says, do not fear about tomorrow, because you don't know about tomorrow. And again, it says your lives are predestined. Okay, so before you are born, your life was already laid out. So it is upon you to just walk in the ways of and the patterns of God, and He'll align you. So the fear of starting something, I think for me that's the end of everything. Because whatever has not been started, then I'm not even in a position to say how it will end. Because if I never started something, how will I even speak about the end part of it, or even the journey of it? So for the capital part of it in a business, first of all, have that idea. Put it in an incubation. Incubate your idea. See, let it grow slowly. Do some good research. Learn from other people who are maybe doing the same business, because again, there's a tendency of thinking that
you're going to reinvent the wheel. This is something very new under the sun.
Exactly. So incubate your business, learn the process, learn the techniques, learn what it entails and what it requires. Then I believe it will open up
many opportunities,
and the right people will just come through. You realize the people, actually my first business to get in janitors. I just chatted, I was chatting with a friend of mine. We went to the same college. And she told me, what do you do today? I just told her, I started a company of cleaning services. Oh, that sounds incredible. Can I call you for a deal? And I was, it's okay. Send me a quotation. The first quotation, I didn't even know how to do a quotation. So I sent her a quotation and she's like, what is this? Then that's what I'm trying to say. There are people who are willing outside there
to teach you.
And that is the point of those. That is the greatest point. People are fearing to do something, not knowing someone is just waiting for you to do something, to share something, and they're coming through. So the lady just helped me out. She sends me, and I'm sorry to say this on screen, she sends me another company's
profile,
quotation,
how it's done. You copy and paste.
I owe her so much. I copy and paste and I own it. And I edit a few things and she tells me what to do. And that's why I land a deal. So the first deal, I also, now here comes a deal, I need the capital. I don't have, I need to have uniform. I need to have this and this. Nice. And if you have three people, you have people in your phone book that you can't, you have a deal and they can't even secure you out. Man, say delete those numbers. You must have at least someone, that one person
who you will call at any time and they will come through.
Exactly. And you also have to reciprocate the same. So I had that friend. So I get the money, I rush to Kariobangi, buy a uniform, and a certain lady down there, nanitengenezea uniform haraka, and you know we grew in slums.
You know the holes, you know where to get these things. You're street smart.
Even printing, I printed the t-shirt ourselves.
I remember when I was starting out in this business, and I went to this guy and I'm like, I can do branding for your business, and he's like,
I don't know you do branding for me. And I was like, in fact, I challenged you, right?
This guy was like, do you know that I can even give you the artwork?
Exactly.
I'm like, then what will I be doing?
We are smart. We are street smart, man. And it's something good. I love to tell people in the ghettos and any other place. I'm not trying to amplify ghettos, but
it is good to acknowledge that there is talent in there.
There are giants down there. There are people who can do wonders. There are people if they're just groomed in the right way, and actually not if they are willing to, because the biggest giant we have is the willingness. Some of them are not willing to take the change and the challenge. So that's how
you got your first business.
I got my first business. I get good money, and I start now. Being like,
how do you manage? Because when you start a business and you make your first big deal, then you sort of lose it.
Of course.
I'm going to ask you some personal question. Your first paycheck, how huge was it, and what was going through your head when it was deposited? It was called, hey, Njuguna niaje, kujia check yako, iko tayari. When you look at it, what comes and what goes through your mind, and what is the next step that you take?
First of all, I think I also excited actually. Actually they gave me a call after I have done it was a fumigation part of it. and I think it was amounting to 35,000 and some
Kenyan
shillings.
Yeah.
So and I'm like, wow, kuwa tu mende and panya. Yeah, but 35,000. I'm like, where? These are kill.
The way you're saying it, kuwa tu mende.
Kuwa mende, actually it's fumigation.
Yeah,
kuwa mende na panya and
yeah, basically that's it.
Basically, though I had done a lot of research on the best
ways to kill
the
there's so many ways to kill a rat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we took the best way out, and we were awarded a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
And it was quarterly. So I was like, 35,000 times 4.
Yeah.
That's
good money.
That's good money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to buy. Remember, I have a vision.
Yeah.
That's why I really want to emphasize on this. Even you see, Scripture says, write your vision. Boldly on your wall, in boldness, so that when you wake up, you see it. When you sleep,
you see it.
Yeah, exactly. When you dream it.
Yeah.
So I think that was a driving force. I really knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So when I got that money, first is to pay back
the people that you've worked with,
my debtors.
Yeah.
And to pay my staff, because remember the capital was borrowed.
Yeah.
So I cleared that, and I was able now to start doing some business cards.
Yeah.
I was able to get some few people to do some marketing. I used to do some marketing with another friend of mine.
Yeah.
Who went to abroad.
Yeah.
So we started doing so much, and I started getting business.
There is something that you've said there that reminds me of Vusi Tembekwayo. I think he's one of the most brilliant minds that we have on the African continent, and he says, if you have not gotten your first client, do not care about how your business cards look like. Do not care about if you have a website.
Yeah.
First, you need to get money into the bank. And after you do that, then think about how your branding looks, the kind of car that you're driving.
Yeah.
But before you make that first paycheck, do not think about those things, because you might not make it.
Exactly.
And if you make it and then you spend the money that would have helped you to keep in business, then you are out of business.
Very true.
Yeah. You've spoken about friends from the beginning of this conversation. How do you manage friendships and business, and then money that is involved? Because we've seen so many people or so many businesses that have started from friendships.
Yeah.
But then along the journey, people get different visions and decide to part ways. And some of these splits, they are never peaceful. Let's face it. Yeah. How have you been able to manage it, and to date you are still in business?
Yeah, I think if there's one thing I value, it's friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship is key, because again, you can't be a one-man army. You need people who can warm you up and cheer you up in whatever you want to do. Yeah. And you need to team up with the right people. And that's why I don't single out things. Yeah. I talk of friends and us.
This one was important here. This one was important here.
Yeah, exactly. And in every phase of life, there are people you meet. And I remember one person talking to us and telling us, life is like a vehicle that has been imeharibika. Yeah. So you get friends from this place. Nawaita nisukumieni gari kidogo. Yeah. Akisukuma ifike pale Zimmerman. You don't call these friends. Yeah. You
call others.
You get friends from that point of life.
Yeah.
Who will push you again to the next level. And I think life is on that phases. Yeah. And you can even attest to your life. Yeah. That how you started, the friends you started with, and all the friends you have in this particular. But every friend was
very key.
Very key.
Yeah.
So friendship is a key thing. Is a role play. Yeah. And actually strategic relationship. You must have strategic relationships. Yeah. And in business now, again, you have to define everything. The role play. Yeah. The best thing with the company, it is governed by a CR12. Yeah. You have the shareholding. What is your share? What is your partake in the business?
When you do this in the business, this is what it means.
Exactly.
When you do this, this is what is expected of you.
Yeah, because I've encountered some incidents where, again, there was friction between friends in business. Yeah. Because roles were not defined. There were no governing papers. Yeah. There were no well-laid structures. So everybody thinks that whatever we get, we need to share it all and wait for tomorrow again. And then that's not business. Yeah. There must be like well-stipulated rules that are governing so that to secure the friendship, more so to secure the friendship, because business may go,
but the friendships have to stay.
But now friendships, we found cases whereby friendship is done, but the business remains, and it should be that way. So I think for me, I've learned it from a personal level. You might end up losing that friend who means so much to you because of maybe selfish gain, because at some point both of you have self-interest on the business. So I think like Alan is taking a bigger share than I'm taking a bigger share than, and it brings frictions, and it corrupts everything. Something that was meant to become great in a society and empower 1,000, it now narrows down to one person.
I don't know if he's still your favorite motivational speaker, Les Brown. He says that greatness is within me. Les Brown is a great believer in an entrepreneur being able to also have family. But then other people say that it is very hard sometimes to build a business and also build family at the same time. Are you a family man? And if yes, how are you juggling the two? Making sure that right now you would have been home with your family, but you are here having you are being selfless and you're giving this knowledge to the viewers who are watching us right now. How is it like having a family and managing entrepreneurship at the same time?
I think family is the key. Family comes first even before business. And I think I'll advise young people who are not married to get married. You asked my employee.
I thought we are not going to go there. I was like, okay, very nice. We've not gone there. But okay, sure.
So it's a business that I set up for my family. It's like a family business. That was a family business because JBN is not a family business. I'm a director with another co-director. So for the couch business and janitor, that is a family business.
That is something that you want your family to sort of own and take on to the next level.
It's so personal, and I really have passion for it. And actually for the young people, you once worked with us. He was a good cleaner.
You were about to say I was a good janitor.
He was a good janitor. He was a car detailing. So it is a nice thing for the young people. I've seen young people
come, get opportunities and elevate their lives onto the next level.
Exactly, and I think that's the beauty of it. And there's nothing beautiful as seeing other people succeed in life. One thing I know is success is found in other people. So when I'm able to put something on the table for you, I'm able to get something in return. So success is actually found in other people's success. I think that's beautiful for me. So we have a couch down there at Lakisama. It's really we are next to perfect. And it's a really good investment for the young people.
When you look back, and now I am asking you to share some of your greatest life's lessons. When you look back, which are some of the mistakes that you've done, and you're like, I will never look at, or I will never find myself doing such mistakes. And this is the advice that I give to people who might find themselves in such situations.
This life is full of mistakes in business and life in general. In general, I think I'll advise young people outside there on time, actually, because I've realized time is really catching up. Time is essential. Whatever you're doing today with your life really matters. I realized there's some time wastage in my life at some point where I didn't know what to do, and I think that really gave me some negative attributes in my life, but by grace of God I'm able to catch up. So I think first of all is time. Second thing is save the money you get. And then I'll insist on this. Every coin you get, in it there's a bread and seed. Somebody was saying that in every money you get there's a bread and a seed. So sow the seed, eat the bread. Don't eat everything. That seed you've sowed, it will work for you tomorrow. And there's no bigger seed. Every seed is small. No matter the income you get, no matter the pay you get, no matter the wages, in it there's bread and the seed. So make sure you put the seed in the right place and you feed on the bread. Somebody again said that if you put your tomorrow's bread today, tomorrow's dress today,
Yeah.
you tomorrow
You will have nothing to wear tomorrow.
You'll be naked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is narrows down to finances. Kindly, young people, save whatever you get.
Yeah.
Save as much as you can, and as like quoting Jack Ma,
Yeah.
who says at the age of 20 to 30,
Yeah.
find growing, engage yourself in a growing company.
Yeah.
Learn the process and befriend the CEO or the directors.
Yeah.
Learn the process, and then at the age of 30 to 40, maybe you can start your own thing.
Something. Yeah.
And you realize the process you learned is able now to propel you and become a better person.
Yeah.
But above all, start saving.
Yeah.
It's never too late. At least save 20% of your income.
Yeah.
Should go at least to your saving. If you are still young,
Yeah.
if you are of age like us, should be saving around 40.
You should say like you, not like us.
I know your age, so you should be saving at least 40. Yeah. That's all. That's for me.
Yeah.
Saving is very essential.
All right.
For a human being.
I hope there isn't anything. There is so much that we can talk about,
Yeah,
but I hope there isn't anything that we've left out. But if there is a nugget of wisdom that you like, you've espoused a lot of wisdom.
Your life. You only have. You'll attract the right things, the right people, the right resources. That's all.
Yeah.
Just value your life. Value your life. Your life matters most.
Yeah.
Because you only have that one life to live, and the worst that can happen is you to die.
Yeah.
So value this life, attract the right people, leave a mark. Again, it's not how long you live,
Yeah.
but the marks you leave behind. Christ lived for 33 years.
Yeah, but the amount of impact that he did
up
on
to
the
date,
world.
we're
Yeah.
still mentioning him even right now. So it is not how long you live again, but the marks you leave behind.
Yeah.
So and those marks are defined by the value you've added to your life.
Yeah.
So value your life, give your life